Sweep of today's Magic Million Stakes for two-year-old fillies on the Gold Coast. Des Burns prepared the winner Sea Cabin, ridden by Ken Russell, and second-placed Regal Devotion with Larry Olsen on board. John Tapp with the action.
Despite inclement weather on the Gold Coast this morning, a near-record crowd turned out at the Southport course for Australia's first-ever million-dollar race for fillies. The betting ring was a beehive of activity as punters clamoured for the top odds about their fancy in the big race. As always, the Fashion Stakes attracted a big field, and in this lineup of fillies, it was pretty difficult to sort out a favourite. A freshening breeze just before race time wreaked havoc with the more unusual headwear. Million-dollar races seem to whet the appetites of the racing fans of tomorrow. Larry Olsen, who won the recent Melbourne Cup on Kensai, looked like making it a million-dollar double when he dashed his mount Regal Devotion to a 3-lengths lead in the straight. But stablemate Sea Cabin, vigorously ridden by Ken Russell, wore her down in the last 50 metres to score a most impressive win. Sea Cabin started at 7-1, Regal Devotion at 7-1, and Mean Eyes was third, starting at 25-1. Owner Colin McAlpine could easily have kissed his million-dollar filly after the race, as congratulations came from all sides. For McAlpine, jockey Ken Russell and trainer Des Burns, the bush trainer from Dalby, it was a fairy tale story. The Coulson Geldings division of the Magic Million will be run on the Gold Coast on Saturday. John Tapp, National 9 News.
And for tonight, Peter, that's all in sport.
And Des Burns can afford a few drinks tonight. Burns today, Quinella, the Magic Million race on the Gold Coast. Sea Cabin took the $500,000 first prize, with Regal Devotion second.
One of Australia's biggest ever midweek race crowds turned up at the Gold Coast track today for one of the richest two-year-old races in the world. Sheikh Maktoum's horse, the beautiful Anshandiga, started favourite in the race, but trainer Colin Hayes obviously hadn't accounted for local knowledge of the tight coast track. When Sea Cabin, a 7-1 shot, returned to the winner's circle, it was hugs all round for her country connections. Cole McAlpine, the horse's owner, bought the filly back at last year's yearling sales for $40,000 after breeding her on his Darling Downs property. And he didn't even have $1 each way on her in the race.
No, we didn't back the horse today. Why would we back the horse today? It's $500,000 prize money.
He's not stupid, and on the Victorian totes, Sea Cabin paid $6.50 the win and $2.05 the place. Regal Devotion $1.90 and Mean Eyes $2.10. Locally, they raced at Pakenham and the Quadrella for the numbers 8, 4, 4, 9, paid $523.80. The Quad Extra on 4, 4, 10 and 5, $1,055.35. The Daily Double on 4 and 10, $26.45, and the Extra Double on 4 and 5, $21.60. The big Russian Andrei Chesnikov